Did you like the fights? Did you enjoy them? How about Demetrius Johnson?
I thought, and I even tweeted out or social media out that I was like, man, I feel like tonight's gonna be a special night. Until the last really 2 fights, I was like, boy, was I wrong. You could feel like there's no energy in the crowd, obviously, because of the Vegas situation.
Yeah.
All my friends who were at the fight, Tony Jeffries was in Vegas. Yeah. Obviously, I have close friends still that work for the UFC and people who work in Vegas. They were just like, I can't believe this fight's still going on. And I was a fan of it going on.
You mean they're going to have it?
Yeah, still having it, just because it's a bit of distraction for everyone.
Sure.
Granted, it takes everyone's mind off the fight or with the tragedy. You could just tell I felt like there wasn't a lot of energy in the fighters, in the arena.
Yeah.
And then the Bobby Green fight was good, but I felt like everyone was pushing way too hard and like, whoa, this is the fight of the century. This is ridiculous. It was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right. And then the last 2 fights were good, but
I didn't follow why Derek Lewis was replaced. What happened?
He woke up and I guess his back, he's had issues before. His back, he just couldn't move.
Wow. He just couldn't move. What, a seizure or something on his back?
Not a seizure. He's had back problems before. That's when he talked about retiring. It's weird that it happens that morning of.
Yeah.
Maybe he did something to jerk or something like that.
Right.
That's a little weird. I was looking forward to that fight the most besides the main event.
You were looking, but don't you feel that they would the same thing that happened to Walt Harris would have happened to Derek?
Absolutely not.
But you mean, but jiu-jitsu wise, if he took him to the ground, I don't think Derek.
Absolutely not.
Really?
No. I mean, if you would have got him, Derek Lewis A is tough to take down, very tough to take down. B, good luck getting in there, taking him down. He's gonna knock you out.
Yeah,
he won 6 in a row before he lost to Mark Hunt against tough guys.
Yeah,
comparing him and Walt Harris is,
Walt Harris looks like a great athlete. Just looks like he just stepped off a football field as a defensive end.
Yeah, it's just there's levels to this game.
Yeah.
There's levels, and in any division, heavyweight, there's a bigger gap between the 15th ranked guy and the number 1 guy. There's such a big gap. In other divisions, not so much. At 125, 35, 45, 55, even at 70, the 15th ranked guy and the number 1 guy. There's any given night, they could beat him. In heavyweight, no.
Too much of a discrepancy.
The
so interesting to watch him.
Just different heavyweights. Like, look at the top 15. There's a reason why these old heavyweights can stick around. And these other divisions, they get ate the fuck up.
Old salty lions.
But and the other thing, I thought it was good to have the event, but they focus so much on the Vegas.
Yeah,
like,
again,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to, you address it, I think, in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then you go about your business.
Yeah.
But they kept pushing on it. They kept pushing.
Yeah, there's this weird dance between the idea of how much are you going to let that piece of shit, change your life and affect, the good things in life versus how much time do you give for reverence, reflection, and communion.
But I see the reason why I was like, you should carry on with the fight so you give people an outlet to forget about what happened last Sunday or whatever it was. Yeah, last Sunday.
Yeah.
Doing that, you don't keep bringing it up and putting it in people's faces. We're all very aware what happened.
Correct.
It's a horrible situation, but, the crowd's pretty dead. And, it's not UFC's fault. Obviously, this fucking moron who pulled this horrible tragedy off. But the whole top for the first time was just blacked out. There's no one in the top rafters.
God damn.
They couldn't give tickets away.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And rightfully so.
That makes sense.
I mean, who would want to go to
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. You just in a group. I'm going to go get into a group again. Like into a big stadium again. I don't know.
Joe went to a concert last night, and I was like, God, I would. She's like, you want to go to a concert? I'm like, no.
No.
I just don't.
No, thanks. I never like that stuff anyway. It always makes me nervous.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Demetrius Johnson? That guy Borg fought for.
Borg's tough, man.
Shit, he's tough.
Super tough. I thought DJ looked great. Thank God he got that finish, especially to beat Anderson Silva's record.
Yeah.
It's a tough submission to pull off.
He's finished everybody, has he not?
No.
Who's gone the distance with?
There's been some guys. We don't need to go through it. He hasn't finished everyone. He's had some finishes.
Most guys, I think. Most guys I've watched, the last fights I've watched, he's submitted
his last like 4 or 5. Yeah, he's pulled some off.
And then so Tony Ferguson, Kevin Lee, very good fight, and I mean, pretty good. But
good fight.
Yeah. What do you think about
the shitty thing about that was feel like Tony had the stage to kind of call Conor out and do his thing, and then and everyone knows I'm a Tony fan, and the cussing that he did, like, you can't use that.
Yeah.
No one can use that for promo.
I can't.
You can't use it on Fox. You can't use it in the pay-per-view. They can't.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with that?
Yeah.
You fucking bitch. You fucking piece of shit. You fucking come fucking get it. All right, well, that's gone.
Yeah.
No one thought to tell him, like, yeah, and especially when you're the favorite, none of his cornermen were like, this is the angle we should play. Rip this hot promo to get Conor McGregor out. Call him a paper champ. Say, I'm not going to fight unless I'm fighting Conor McGregor. That's the only fight I'm taking next.
Come up with a fucking rhyme. Anything.
Not a rhyme. You don't have to be lame about it.
Well, no, but that's what Ali would do. Ali would do that.
For sakes, man, a rhyme? No, I'm just saying, come up with a game plan where you get Conor McGregor to at least come out with, at least acknowledge you won the...
a soundbite.
Conor didn't even acknowledge him.
No.
So he could have went about it a million ways, Or rhyme. For him, a rhyme's not his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's Tony Ferguson.
Yeah. But he dropped the ball there. But Dana said that's the next fight. I almost feel like they have to say that, though.
What do you mean?
Of course you're going to say that to establish some sort of order.
Yeah.
That's going to be his next fight. Maybe. Conor's going to tell you what he wants to do next.
What do you think of that fight in terms of...
Based off, Ferguson's fight against Kevin Lee, Kevin Lee was laying a lot of good shots.
Yeah.
But the thing is Kevin can wrestle his ass off. Tony can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah.
That'd be the kind of, almost, I won't even say X Factor, it's mixed martial arts, but that would be the issue for Conor is Tony's wrestling and
jiu-jitsu.
It's
jiu-jitsu, yeah. Tony what's his pedigree in wrestling? I didn't know he was that
All-American team captain.
Crazy.
Grand Valley
State. I had no idea he was
that. Oh, really? Yeah. Stud. Kevin Lee also wrestled there.
Yes.
Kevin Lee took him down, pretty...
Yes, he did. Pretty
easily. Well. Yeah.
But that 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, that whole,
triangle, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
Yeah.
That does seem the biggest liability. So standing with Conor, I don't know.
What do you mean?
You think Conor gets the edge on that? You think Conor's...
It's a good fight. But again, Tony's wrestling jiu-jitsu could be some trouble. Mm-hmm. Who knows what we're going to get?
Yeah.
But I think you have to say that's next. Otherwise, it makes that belt like it was worth nothing.
Yeah.
Of course, you're going to say that's what's next.
Yeah.
I think Demetrius Johnson is pound for pound number one. I see people on social media like, oh, what happened to John Jones? You used to hate on the little guys. No, I still do. But John, I still do. Don't get it twisted. But John, with his PD issues and just being a bad human being in general, you got to take him out. You can't be pound for pound.
I think it's
anymore.
interesting that with the UFC, when somebody kind of stops fighting, you don't miss him. Like even someone like John Jones, I mean, shit keeps going on. Like we just keep talking. The fights keep going.
Well, what's she gonna do?
Right. I mean, but it's like
it sucks. It definitely sucks. We need guys. We need fights, especially the fights that were going to happen. The steep.
Do we know anything about what's going on? Nothing. We have no final judgment on this.
You still gotta wait for Nevada. You gotta wait for all that.
No, she couldn't get it to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had like 3 people doing it. I don't know how to work the machine.
We were trying to get the machine
put it back
together.
in this thing.
Oh, no worries. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, good. Don't worry about it.
I need more coffee. Like I need a punch in the face. Yeah, but with John, you got to wait to see what the commission does from it. I saw something people were sending me that says he might not get a long suspension, but it's all hearsay. You just got to wait for the commission.
Yeah.
He's missed, though, for sure. Super missed. If you look at the light heavyweight division, nothing gets you very excited.
Right. What were the ratings? They probably weren't so good.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the ones that were on Fox were good. Those fights were awful, and not a lot of big names either.